Okay, good evening, everyone out here. This is a special business games presentation, and it is brought to you by Circle 4, Group 4 for MMM Nigeria Alternative School, batch 2017-0204. Making this presentation on behalf of Circle 4 is the team leader and presenter. His name is Silvanus. Silvanus will take us through the presentation, and we hope to have a wonderful time. Good evening. You have the floor.
All right. Um, Good evening, everyone. My name is Silvanus Oyebisi, which I call the ongoing Guider School, MNM Guider School. We were given a task, and the number of people in the group were like 7, and ultimately, the number of people that participated in the solution are listed in the document. So the number one task we were given was that we had to go into a new domain, which is the Thailand. And what we had to do there is we should begin and inaugurate MMM in the terrain. We should form a team with the knowledge received from the MMM Guider School. We should go and implement, and that's the application phase of our training, because knowledge on its own is not power, but the application of knowledge is believed to be power. So um, we met and we brainstormed, and these are some of the things we concluded will help us in establishing MMM in Thailand. The number one thing we marked out is that before we even enter the country in person, I mean physically, we want to do some 4, like, do that online here before we even go physically. We will ensure that we work on a working website for the MMM Thailand that we are to inaugurate, and begin a massive online awareness, because it is a well-known fact that the world today is very, very volatile, and with the use of internet, you can reach even farther than where you can go physically. So we'll do a massive online awareness, and there are many available online channels. After doing that, we'll do after our online awareness, we shall get some Thailand-based contacts. We'll work on them for some days and make a reliable relationship with them, informing them of our coming, and we'll make sure we get a contact person that will host us even when we will go there physically. And after our entry, we'll do some offline awareness also. And the places we want to target are those places where we have much reach that is the socially oriented avenues, I mean outlets, like the universities, um, the teachers, the social club, the youth in particular, because the youth are often one of the best targets to move a particular change or an innovation in every community. So, on getting to Thailand, society was groups. In those groups, we would work with marked out plans, and every group will be working simultaneously and hand in hand. So majorly one of the things we are going to be doing in on this offline awareness are the seminar, and before the seminar of things that must have been done, we will do some promotional tour, going through those places I mentioned the other time, making them informed about our entry, and inviting them for the seminar we are organizing. So in the seminar, they will be taught and they will be informed about the new ideology, that is the ideology of MMM. And one basic thing I have always seen being a working formula is that people are really tired of working for money. And show for it. Even there are many people in the society that really want to do something great for themselves, but they don't have the strength, they don't have the capital strength.
So that was so there. Thank you. Hear now is slow. So if you can hear me, you have to pick up the pace and however pick up your pace and try to pick up the time. Let's take the same balance. I think the government to do it. We will relog in. Once it comes back in, we will continue.
The network again, sir, please. Can I continue from here?
Yes, continue, but you are slow. So you have to try and be fast. Remember what I told you. about the time.
All right, sir.
Okay, continue.
Right. After we are done with the first, after we are done with the awareness and the seminars, we would proceed in registering the interested members, the new members rather. So we have some projections on how we want to go as fast as possible to utilize the given resources within a very short period of time to achieve our aim. And the week one, the first week, we intend to have registered 500 participants, and that is each of the participants would have um, donated $300. And if we calculate that, it will give us $150, and the 30% interest on the $150 will be $45 at the end of that first week. One bonus per the $300 donated by the 500 persons in that first week, multiplied by the $20 starter bonus, that is the usual and regular one, will be like $10,000. And therefore, in our first week, we would have gotten 205 dollars people ready for GH. That is 205,000 worth of GH that is ready. So we will do that in the second week, and that takes me to the task 2, which says a week has passed. We are the foreman, and the average contribution of participants to the structure is around $300. Under the regulation of MMM Global, you must provide at least 30% growth in terms of participants' payments, starting with the first contribution. And the task we were given is that we should calculate how many new members and contributions we are ensure in the next 3 weeks in order to be able to make the required payment to the whole participants. It is necessary to write down our plans and have such that achieving the aim will be a reality. And over months, we want to have achieved 3,397 participants in the first month. And running through that, the resources we are going to be needing for this to come to reality. For offline awareness, I mentioned the other time, we would hold seminars, we'll use flyers, we're going to be needing banners, we'll rent halls, and we'll do many public address big promotion. So it's going to cost us money, and as we go in doing that, the resources that we're given is still in mind. That is $500,000. We try as much as possible to be within these given resources. And let me go on to the next task. So after 2 months, sorry, let me take that again. Task 3 now. All right. Before I go to task 3, I'm very sorry, sir. The action plan we have for the week 1 campaign is that we want to make sure we survey the site to locate the business area, schools, and communities. We want to shop for items like laptop that we'll be using in our seminars to make our work easier. And we'll be needing projector. We'll be needing print. We'll need to print banners, t-shirts, and flyers. And I mentioned the other time that we're going to split ourselves into groups of 2 persons per group, and these people will reach each of the communities we have marked out and the seminars. And at least 100 people should be registered, and they should go ahead to provide help by this day. And in day 4, we'll do a repetition of what we did in day 3 in another community. On day 5, we'll do a repetition of what we do, how we go by the offline awareness. So going to the task, which says task 3 rather, a month has passed and you are 100. That is, our numbers are now beefed up and is becoming hundreds. The same plan for another month on basis of the result of previous calculation, taking into account the dynamic of growth, the number of new participants joining the community, and the contribution but for the next 4 weeks. This is just like in the community. And what we plan to do is not quite different from what we did in task 2, because the community is just getting bigger. There's just one cogent side I would like to buttress, is that we would try as much as possible to monitor our websites such that the number of participants, or let me say the number of visits per day on the site, the more bandwidth the site will require to function well. So we'll be monitoring this such that there won't be any complaint from anybody trying to access that operation will go smoothly. Going to the 4th task, and that's after 2 months. The so now we should calculate what we need to organize within the next month. A week after the start month, there is the local holiday in Thailand, which is celebrating during the week respectively. In this period, the activity of the number of registration falls by 75, meaning our plan didn't work out. We do not have enough new registration, that is new participant coming in, and new deposit to cover the cost of current deposits. It is necessary to analyze the plan of action in this situation. That what are the resources, how many participant contribution needed to get this situation resolved due to due to lack of fund, rather delays in payments. The hold participants seeing that neither make their own contribution nor attract new members, and this is a very serious situation there. So we thought about the solution, and the plans we can come about is that we set a new target. We're going to set a new target to cover for that first week holiday period. We would suggest or go for a pause mode, such that it will take a period of time, let's say for 1 week. And by the time we're going to be resuming back, part of the 50,000 we have on ground can be used to when people, and from time being, it has always worked. And we believe that people believe more what they see than what they hear. So let me go to the task 5 that says your plan didn't work out. You do not have enough new registration, new deposit to cover the costs of current deposits. It is necessary to analyze the plan of action. Wow, that's a continuation. And I'll just quickly go straight to the task 6, to the sixth task. During this month, delay in payment increased to 7 days. Referral activities almost reduced to zero. The hold member do not attract anyone and do not make contribution to. In virtue of this situation, a pause mode is implemented in which all the old Marvels are frozen and will be available for withdrawal when the situation itself. New contribution grows as per old condition are frozen and available as usual. More, make your plan of action for another month. Maybe are going to be needing. We marked out to solve that is that we want to start a sanitation program. That is, we would make sure the top persons in MMM and Thailand, that is the MMM manager and MMM guiders, are put to check. That is, all guider has to be invited to a seminar to discuss the reason for the pause mode and calm the panic that might have been going on in the community, because anything like pause mode or cancel mode or reset is always a thing of panic in the community. So the guidance are expected to relate the seminar information to their respective structures. And by doing that, when people see that the guiders are talking, they are not silent about what is going on, they will regain their faith back in MMM. And guiders are encouraged, they'll be encouraged not to quit donation in order to write the system as quickly as possible, because this vital part of how to provide solution to situations like pause. So we notice that guiders and managers, in a way, get a lot of cash out of the system through the leadership bonus and all the referral bonus they get. So if in turn they are not donating as much as they are getting out of the structure, it will really affect the structure. So we will make it even like a mandatory thing for them that they should donate back into the system so as to make the system more healthy and more lively. I'll just quickly run through the resources that we need for this meeting, and move to the next task. We plan the we plan to hold this seminar, I mean, for the top leaders in MMM Thailand in different locations, like $300 in put it down up. By the time guiders are expected to have, we will run ads and newspaper on billboards and in major shopping malls so as to calm the panic in the community. And we would begin registration on the seminar. We will begin registration seminars again with a target to register a minimum of 100 participants. That is, we will go back to how we started when we gained entry into Thailand, when we hold seminars on the different locations, and we'll make sure we register at least 100 participants in each of the locations. And by this time, we would have increased in number. The team we would have been using some contact person, guiders, even many of the guiders, if not virtually all the guiders are now going to be going for these seminars in different locations and getting people registered. And we will make sure we publish the notice of enrollment in guiders training so as to make more people come into the leadership team, and that will give us more strength in achieving our aim. So let me go to the next task, which is the last one, which says your efforts have been insufficient to reverse the situation. A restart took place. All the old marvels are removed. We start to work from beginning. Serious negative impact of the members and unfavorable responses. One or two negative articles in the mass media, and you have to make a fresh start. In such a condition, a plan of action under specified condition for a month. Alas, the unplanned for always happens, and by this we come about some solutions, and we would make sure we launch into the current globally and generally acceptable means of making payments. That is, we are not going to sit usually on the Thailand currency. We will launch into the Bitcoin, that is using Bitcoin for payment. And majorly, there's a way things are done. That is, if you want to correct a wrong, the same means through which that wrong is done, you can easily go through that means and get it right. So we are going to be using that same media to explain the situation in the community, in MMM community for people. Because when people can hear and they can see what is really going on in the system, and on a regular basis we go on television, on radio, even in newspaper to enlighten people on to tell them what is really going on, and our projection to make sure everything comes back to normal. We will show them the history and the experiences of other countries that has had a restart before and how they bounce back. And having done that, we would make sure we now sit down and look for a way to utilize our strengths very well in order for what happened the past year to lose one's investment, if you permit me to call it. The donation is actually some people's backbone that they intend to make it bigger, maybe for a business or something. And if a restart should happen, it will kind of be like a demoralizing factor for them. Even when they hear about MMM, they might want to run. So we'll look for a way to closer mark out a compensation plan to still keep them close. And when the launching date is released, we will start registration again, and we will encourage people to provide help immediately, that before the system would bounce back fully, the early people, the early birds, will be the one that will from the change as soon as possible. So again, we will make sure we itemize or all it wrong. Analysis of the system will help us to bring that out. We will look at our threats and our weaknesses. And the weaknesses will be what we will now build on when the restart is gonna be taking off and launching back again. We will inform the people once again about the risk in MMM, that there is no guarantee in MMM. It's not like an insurance company, but it all depends on trust. That is, I and you and every member of the community, we are the one that makes up MMM. MMM is not just a structure somewhere. It is you and I. With our presence and with we put together, we should be able to resuscitate women and people will get better. These are
Well, okay. I think we're pretty much done here. I've listened to your presentation. Thank you very much, Silvanus. Okay.
thank you.
I listened to your presentation. It's good. You already have solutions to the questions I had with regards to technical, with regards to use of the money given to you, $50,000 into a new country. I'm happy with the fact that you already made plans that just in case if you didn't go as planned, you use part of the money to augment and cover up. And also you were able to pinpoint that greed amongst guiders, top guiders, could be one of the reasons. Not just that, also guiders that have multiple accounts or multiple guidership accounts, or people that have multiple guiders or multiple accounts. They're the ones ripping up the system. People who register in other people's names, um, do the pledging and then get the benefits, bonuses, and then get the money out of that one too. Everybody just wants to get more at the same time, and then get some bonuses also, steal downlines, just the very nature of man. That is just it. That is it. Simple. I'm also happy that you came up with an idea of imploring guiders to pH more or a certain amount if they pH a certain amount. And all is sustainability. The way it is. I had in mind to ask you, you answered in your presentation, so I wouldn't need to delay any further. On behalf of everyone here, in my capacity as your mentor, I suppose you guys did very well. If it has to do with business games, you guys have passed. You did well. Although you were slow, despite telling you to be fast, but I think it's in your nature, and that's the way you talk. But apart from that, everything you said makes sense. And your own style of the business game style is even different. The way it was designed is pretty different from everyone I've seen. So it means you guys took out time to do it. But thank you, congratulations. You guys are fast. The business games, you did well. So if you have not done your feedback video, you have to do it now. So make sure your face shows. So it means you again. Make sure your links are good and viable. Also, make sure your ideology video, your face is showing, and your ideology video, which is in the task, make your video, your day 3 task, is different from using your screen cast application. Those two tasks are different. If you post your ideology video of that one, I will not mark it correct. You have to make pretty much three different videos. Now, the task that requires you to upload videos, there's a specific one called financial. There's a specific one called Unfair Financial World. You will upload that Unfair Financial World. Uh, and then other videos that you have to upload on your channel. When you upload all those videos on your channel, then you post the link to your channel. So that once I go to your channel, I will be able to see all the videos you've been asked to upload. Read your instructions carefully. One thing you would have understood from School in the Cloud, which is one of the first videos you watch when you come to guidance school, is everything happens in the cloud and you have to do it yourself. This guy took a computer to a rural Indian village, far away from the capital, far away from civilization, so to speak. And in a few months, he came back. The children could operate the computer. So it means that you and I, who are in modern day Nigeria, who are used to applications on phones, mobile devices, and laptops, we should be able to browse the internet. We should be able to seek for solutions by ourselves. So one of the things you need to learn is how to read instructions carefully and answer them. Simple. If you're asked to make your female Facebook a link account, you just create a Facebook account. If you're not a female, you upload everything that would show that that account is MMM related. You don't just upload a blank Facebook account that has nothing to show, no name, no link to your name. You might just be an imposter. You can just put up a Facebook account for Yinka Davis, and there are 1 million Yinka Davises in Lagos, in Ibadan, in Kwara, in Ogun State, Abeokuta. So how do we know you are the one? It has to be tied specifically to you. There has to be a female picture or something that has to do with my Brody or MMM. There has to be videos or links. There has to be articles. There are many sources for these things on the website. There's no need being lazy. A lot of you guys, sorry to say, not your circle, just wouldn't do the tasks properly. So if it's your personal Facebook you're asked to create it, but you can use yours, good. It means you have to tag yours with all the assemblage that makes it sound, look, feel like it has something to do with MMM Nigeria. Don't just post your Facebook link to me and I cannot tell if you're going to use it to promote MMM. Thank you. So what I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, those who calm down, read instructions, attend meetings, do well or do better. So those who do that will end up doing better. Those who attend meetings. So you are here now. Look at how much data you've spent being online, and someone who wouldn't attend this will want to be guided tomorrow. You know it's not fair. Generally, Nigerians don't just want to put in the work. Generally, they just want to live where they did not sow. I can't tell how much data you have spent just to be on guided school. Even if we know the school is free, but you put some effort. You put out the document, you sent me an email, I read it, I made some corrections, I'm now speaking to you, your data is still going. It's a sacrifice, but such is life. We need to take some risks. We know our platform had some challenges we're just overcoming, and have the faith that we shall and have fully overcome, because the faith of many Nigerians depends on this platform. I see it as a gift from God. And we, like you said, we are the ones that will make it work. The Russians will not make it work. The Americans will not. Us, Nigerians, on this platform, will are the only ones that can make it work. And we can't make it work just by thinking or by praying alone. We need to make it work by flesh and fulfilling our pledges. Now, if you're asked to make a pledge and you make a pledge of 5,000 naira and you pay and you pay, the person who receives will tell someone, I just got paid. And that word of mouth alone can send millions of people pledge tomorrow. You won't understand what that kind gesture has done. You wouldn't understand immediately. But such is life. We have to think about others. Okay, thank you very much. Let me know because if you give me time, I'm going to talk about this. I have another circle to handle, and that will be circle 2. Yes, that will be circle 2. But I want to thank you guys for making it worth my while. Great work you guys did. Congratulations once again. Good night. God bless.